when you're making your clay monster, you are going to be adding things to it. You're going to be adding horns, teeth, legs, arms, claws, okay, whatever you feel like, maybe a tongue. And all you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing around with the clay and sort of free forming it. So trying to make it, so I'm trying to do some sort of like horn or something here, okay? And whether it is rolling the clay in between your fingers or pinching the clay, whatever it is, ooh, maybe I'll make it nice and curled. I don't know what this is. But playing around with the clay itself to create an interesting appendage is what we'll call it. So something we're going to be adding to our actual pinch pot to, you know, make it look like it has horns on it, or maybe it has wings, whatever it is that you're making. Okay, so I have this nice weird horn, maybe it's a tongue, I don't know. But I'm just going to be walking you through how we attach two pieces of clay together. And you are going to be having a couple things. You're going to be having a scoring tool, very fancy word for this fork, okay? We call it a scoring tool because that's what we use it for. We don't use it for eating. And then you'll be using some slip, but I have some water here, will work out just fine for me. And what you are going to be doing is you are going to be using your scoring tool to scratch up your clay. So I'm having lines going this way, I have lines going this way, trying to make it nice and scratched, okay? What happens when we attach two pieces of clay, if I just stick it on here, okay, it can easily just pop right off, okay? It will dry, it will pop right off. When I put it in the kiln to fire it, it will just fall right off because there's no, you know, there's nothing holding it together. It's almost as if this is, you know, my fist right here, my fist right here, and I can pull it apart super easy, okay? When I make these deep cuts, and maybe make a deep cut here for it to go, okay? I'm basically making a deep cut, and I'm able to lock them together so then they don't fall apart, okay? Afterwards, I'm just gonna get some water on here. You can get some on your finger, okay? And adding water or adding slip helps soften up that clay a little bit and kind of acts like our glue, okay? And then I'm gonna be taking my piece and I'm firmly pressing it in. I'm gonna turn it up so you can see it. So I'm firmly pressing it in. And then I'm also blending it in, okay? And you can use your finger to blend it. If we have like a popsicle stick handy, that works really nice for blending things together. And if it's just not sticking the way you want, you can actually take a skinny piece of clay. So I roll out what we call a coil, nice skinny worm of clay, dunk it right in the water of your slip, and then you can attach it. So I can take this and then press it in where it's not staying in really well. And that is like an extra, kind of like a band-aid, just to really hold it together. So whenever you add two pieces of clay, you need to add that slip, okay? Otherwise, you will have air bubbles, and where there are air bubbles, there are cracks and breaks in your clay project. So don't forget. Okay, and see how that's nice and well attached? I'm wiggling this thing, it's not popping off, versus this one, I could just stick it on there and just knock it right off, okay? So scoring and slipping, that is how we attach our two pieces of clay. Whether it is a tongue, a horn, your wings, whatever it is, you're just free-forming that with clay, and then you are using the scoring and slipping method to help attach things together. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have fun with this project in class.